Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadfire with me, Break It Dawn. Let's level up to Kehu, and then we'll see what secrets Matari Okozi holds. Alchemy and Metaphysics. No new spells at this level. I'm gonna grab Hailstorm. Causing a savage storm of sleet and ice chunks, causing crush and freeze damage to any in the area of effect. And it doesn't matter which one of these I choose, so I'll just grab Pike. Alchemy and Metaphysics once again. And new spells. Right, those are all just the Empower passives, which I don't care for. My Blast of Frost creates a bitter surge of ice and freezing cold air, inflicting freeze damage on anyone caught in the conical area of effect. Rusted Armor erodes the target's armor, significantly impacting their armor rating. Nature's Bounty. All unoccupied quick slots in the party are filled with wondrous nectar that can be consumed for combat bonuses and healing. Lashing Vine. Summon a large living vine from the earth that will attack and pull enemies. You can't learn this one, but we'll read it anyway. Call to the Primordials. The druid pulls the raw spiritual energy of nature together into the physical forms of random oozes and slimes. And Weather the Storm. The druid casts a powerful Aegis against the forces of nature over their allies, granting armor rating against burn, corrode, freeze, and shock damage. So that one fits the class. And really Rusted Armor does as well. He's a water shaper in the archipelago, which is surrounded by ocean. And salt water is not kind to metal.
Huh? Right.
I'll head this way first. And speak to Baltier.
Please! Complanka! Help me!
Thorn-covered vines encircle this Valian woman, constricting around her in a deadly embrace. Her speech gets cut short, as one of the vines about her midsection tightens its hold, nearly forcing the breath from her lungs. Gritting her teeth, she braces against the vines and fights to steal back some breathing room.
But, stinking weed!
She regards you with tired, bloodshot eyes.
Nature has turned her hand against this woman. We must not leave her in this state, Captain.
I don't know what you are, stranger, but your kindness goes down smooth.
She manages a wan smile toward Kehu. What happened to you?
Director Castle sent us. We were shadowing a Juana expedition, trying to figure out what they were after.
Her gaze wanders toward the outer limits of the visible ruin.
Corpses, all of them. But we couldn't turn our backs on the mission, so we went deeper into the jungle.
What did you find?
North of here, there is a golden disc, big, heavy thing. One of my mates took a piece of it. Everything went wrong after that. Something took us while we rested. Oh gods. I woke up and there was a flower growing out of my Casita's mouth. I started pulling weeds out from between his teeth. Then I got hit from behind and woke up here.
How has this place already claimed 2 expeditions?
There is something guiding the creatures here. A woman, I think. She gets under your skin.
Baltier raises a shaking hand to her temple.
I only caught a glimpse of her in passing. Huge. And her daughters are none too fond of outsiders.
You mentioned something about a golden disc.
But we didn't learn much. It was already missing a piece by the time we got here. The most I saw were a bunch of Juana's scribblings.
Those scribblings were made by my people millennia ago. I suppose you just wanted it for the plunder?
Not necessarily. It would have made a fetching desk at the company headquarters.
The side of her mouth twitches with a reflexive smile.
I wager it was what the other expedition came to find. Not that their luck was any better than ours.
Let's see if we can do something about those vines. As you resolve to deal with the vine once and for all, the spine of Thicket Green begins to glow with pale, calming light. I believe that's a quarterstaff that Takehu has equipped.
Thank you. Only I don't know how we're going to manage it.
She strains at the tangled mass of vegetation. Takehu, anything you can do to help out?
Makara, a simple matter of denying these vines their beloved water.
Takehu strokes his chin and smirks at the challenge. He squats down and runs his hands along the vines, closing his eyes. A sickly black humor pulls at your feet as the vegetation expels the last of the rancid liquid that sustained it. What is left behind relaxes its hold on Baltier and diminishes.
Not my finest work, but it is done.
He winks at Baltier and helps her up.
I think that did it. Agrasima.
She struggles to her feet with a pained groan, massaging aches all over her body.
Our ship landed on the other side of the island, but I am the last of the crew, and I cannot sail her alone. May I join your voyage? I do not care where we make port, as long as it is far from here.
Accept her offer. Welcome to the crew. I'll see you on the ship.
Ak Kasita. I will see you on board.
Snapping to a sharp salute, Baltier manages a pained but genuine grin.
If I was mad enough to tarry a moment longer, I would walk with a quiet step.
Why's that?
The Pugra who guard this jungle get edgy whenever anyone steps near their trees.
She nods, flashing you a respectful salute.
Plants have minds of their own, I say, and sharp teeth.
This lingering soul drifts in a lazy, hypnotic fashion. It does not seem to know or care that its life has been extinguished. Read the soul. That golden wheel weighed about as much as Aethys's thumb. You weren't leaving without a souvenir. Something to put a smile on Director Castell's face. Then your boots crunched a soft femur in half, and you remembered. Wasn't this island supposed to be abandoned? Maybe you didn't beat the Juan expedition in getting here. Suddenly, the gold felt like dead weight. You rolled it into a cave for safekeeping. You didn't make it 10 paces toward the beach before something big, all crooked limbs and fetid breath, plucked you off of your feet. When she squeezed you like a dish rag over a patch of thirsty vines, you bled out so fast, you forgot to scream. Jody thrusts out her lantern, and the light inside flares as another soul is harvested.
Huh? Sure. I've got it.
This tree exudes a stench of rot and corruption, though the vines and sharp leaves twisting about the trunk appear lively enough. This is no life of nature's design. Something in your pack jerks and twitches. It's the spine of Thicket Green. The wood pulses with ghostly white light, trembling slightly as you stand near the tree. Pick up the staff. What? The staff twists in your hands like a living limb, wrenching itself in the direction of the blighted tree. It seems eager to plunge into the rivulets of dark sap. Healing magic is kindled in the old wood. Study the tree. See if it is beyond healing. The bark bulges with rancid sap. Life endures somewhere in the heart of this tree, but time and corruption have twisted it to a nearly unrecognizable form. Someone with a connection to nature could reverse the damage. So I could do Takehu. Let's use the spine of Thicket Green. So use the spine of Thicket Green to heal the tree's corruption. You hold out one end of the staff, the wood vibrating with anticipation. Thick tendrils reach out from the heart of the blighted tree and grasp the offered limb, curious and hungry. The thorny vines retreat into the earth. From the heart of the tree, a gurgle precedes the expulsion of dark, bilious water at your feet. Starved of corruption, the tree seems greener and more lively already. Suddenly, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your head. Fiend, remove yourself from our domain. The disembodied voice batters your mind like a hailstorm before swiftly departing.
I don't feel so sick anymore. It's been so long since I felt well.
The Deadfire blinks at you.
Mother, she will be in a fury if she catches you. Better that you leave now and never return.
What can you tell me about this island?
When Kith angered the gods, a blight spread across their lands. Mother thought only of our survival. Fire, ash, and waves as high as the moon battered the Deadfire. Mother twisted us so that we could endure. We have cared for the grove ever since, after a fashion.
I think I've met your mother already, in my head.
Then she must despise you, as she does all outsiders. We have been alone for so long. She does not recall the meaning of company.
She winces, the edges around her eyes crinkling with regret.
Do not provoke her. It can only mean your doom.
I'm looking for evidence of lost Ukaizo. Can you tell me anything about it?
Ukaizo. The city that fell to the wrath of the gods? The city of degenerates who brought ruin to the Deadfire? As far as I know, it slipped under the waves, and we are better rid of it.
How did you become this way?
Mother convinced us it was the right thing. That was so long ago. Our hearts soured to everything outside of this place. I do not wish to remember.
An expedition came through here looking for evidence of Ukaizo.
Were they the ones who we... Oh, gods.
She covers her mouth and retches.
I did not ask them why they came when I heard them.
Try not to cause any trouble while I'm around. Farewell.
I promise to try. I can at least calm some of Mother's allies.
She closes her eyes and concentrates. The jungle grows more serene around you.
Our mother is ill. Perhaps even beyond healing, I know not. But you must stop her. My sisters and I, we can help you in the struggle to come. Lend the others your healing hand.
Yeah?
Okay, so there's probably more trees that we can
You
heal.
return.
The Delimgan raises her brow. This fragment of soul vibrates with a sense of deep worry and hesitation. As you draw closer, it drifts toward you with a sense of blind urgency. Read the soul. You pant with exertion as you flee, clutching an ornate golden ring in both hands. The hip-deep water slows your frenzied escape, but you persist with some tattered memory of hope. A pained shriek rings out from the jungle. You turn back, distracted, and manage to run headlong into a towering form. The creature swivels her attention down at you. She plucks you up with a bony talon as she would a doll. Through the haze of disorientation, you make out her pitted face and milk-white eyes. Cackling, she snatches the golden ring and hangs it on the branch of a tall, gnarled tree. She tells you of the awful fate you'll suffer, feeding her grove, watering her children, but she makes it all sound like an honor. You wish you could believe her. The vision disperses in a cloud of pain and confusion. Swinging her lantern softly, Jody lures the soul into its depths. Did I explore down here? I think I did.
That's unusual.
Will do.
Or not.
I smell conflict in the air.
Got it. I bring your end.
Oh, it's a whole bunch of them.
Worse than rough.
Thick, worse than raw.
Take that.
Okay, not exactly my area. Expertise.
Send. Take a
Mow. See, on us.
This does not work!
Ho!
Aye,
Behold me, mother!
aye.
Worth and rough! Yours to command, Captain.
Okay, does not want to go down. He has to have 1 health left.
Sure. Huh?
Nice.
I've got it. Yeah? Mm-hmm.
I found the golden inner ring. The surface of this golden ring is engraved with a series of elaborate Huana runes. Intersecting lines and other sigils stand out among the runes, but they appear to be cut off. Grooves along the underside would suggest this piece connects to a larger mechanism. The inscription reads, "It is the charge of all living things to safeguard Adra. The gods will know us by our fealty to this covenant." Before we get to the center, let's circle back down this way and see if we can't find more trees to heal. Because this Delum again mentioned her sisters. So avoid that central island for now as well.
I smell conflict in the air.
I bring your...
Beyond
Ixi honor.
Arctic worth and wrath.
This is futile!
So better yet, let's cast some spells here.
Mo Ixi honor.
worth and rough.
There.
Mo Ixi
You need
honor.
something.
Yes?
Worth and rough.
How may I help?
My quest just updated for killing a... Is it a corrupted tiger? Yeah. Frankie. I'll figure it out later.
Could use something to put a little pep in my step.
Not happening.
Glory be to God!
Yeah? Right.
The inscription reads, "Harvest of Kōzi blooms without toil. The fruit of the dead sustains the living."
Will do.
I wonder what this is.
So this looks like another corrupted tree. I guess we accidentally killed... Yeah, there's a Delimgen. How do we get over there without aggroing that group? I guess we had to come in from behind. Well, I did try. An orphaned cat. Hey, buddy.
On it.
Little Babs. While Little Babs is following you around, you receive a bonus to dexterity, and your party gains bonus deflection against enemy weapon attacks. Alright, welcome to my personal inventory. Because you have the best name out of all the pets, besides maybe Auto Starcat.
Huh? I've got it, sure.
I saw the enemy, so I clicked on it immediately. The bark of this tree is scratched and bruised, having a consistency similar to diseased flesh. Its roots bulge with seeping pustules. Our garden will heal over any wounds you inflict, outsider. We've endured the long, festering winter. We can outlast you. The feeling of age and deep sorrow permeates the voice in your head. It flutters back to the jungle before you can learn anything else about it. Use a spine of thicket green to heal the tree's corruption. You hold out one end of the staff, the wood vibrating with anticipation. Thick tendrils reach out from the heart of the blighted tree and grasp the offered limb, curious and hungry. Thorny vines retreat into the earth. From the heart of the tree, a gurgle precedes the expulsion of dark, bilious water at your feet. Started corruption, the tree seems greener and more lively already. Suddenly, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your head. What are you that trespass in our home? You'll leave at once, or face the consequences. The unwelcome presence in your mind pulls away with a rustling of leaves.
No. I was strong. I was so very hungry, but pleased. Yes.
The Delimgan glares at you.
Mother will destroy you, outsider. There is a seed of pain inside all living things, and she will make it sprout in you. Count on it. If you think you are helping us, I beg you to reconsider. The day we twisted our roots was the day we learned to defend ourselves.
I take it this island has fallen on hard times.
We have known hard times ever since the island-hopping Kith invited the ire of the gods.
She grits her teeth with the sound of dry wood.
Mother twisted us, instructed us to harden ourselves against intruders. Over time, the grove learned to defend itself from the likes of you.
Your mother sounds none too accommodating. Her voice in my head is any indication.
She will tear you into pieces and pull me back into her communion when she is done.
The Delimgan narrows her eyes.
I can't decide if I hate or relish the prospect.
I wonder if this one's going to side with us. I feel like we did miss an opportunity with the other tree, of course. We could have had 2 Delimgan on our side and 2 against us. I'm looking for a route to Ukaizo. Ever heard of it?
You seek Ukaizo.
She crosses her arms, a wry smile playing on her youthful features.
I suppose you've corrupted all of your own islands, and now you must trample on the ones which time forgot. No, I am pleased to say that I do not know the location of haunted Ukaizo. Even if I did, I would die 1,000 times before giving you the satisfaction of an answer.
How did you become this way?
Mother called on us to knot our hearts, to grow strong, and fight those who so callously rent apart the Deadfire. The others hesitated, but I followed her with a daughter's joy and devotion.
An expedition came through here looking for evidence of Ukaizo.
We drank their fetid water. I let it spill onto the roots of my tree, and felt their life feed the island.
She sighs, her shoulder drooping.
That isn't what you wanted to hear, and I delight in the telling of it.
I'm sensing that I should leave. Farewell.
Mother will know what you've done. My pets and I will leave you to her.
She aims a hard, authoritative glare to the surrounding jungle, which goes quiet around you both.
You've touched one of our trees before, I see. My sisters will no doubt be more grateful than I. Heal us and we'll consider your cause.
She exhales sharply and focuses elsewhere.
Yeah?
What do you suppose that belly thing is?
And a Rotward amulet. 15% resistance against poison, disease, and decay attacks.
Trespasser! Vile defiler!
A stench of rot hovers over the Mampugra. He points a crooked, wand-like finger at you and advances.
Madam, this is a swamp at best. What could we be trespassing on?
She hisses at Takehu.
This one can aid us, Mother. Sorrow and corruption stole away our senses, and we must learn to live anew.
My tree is scoured clean. Your roots are still tangled. There is power in him.
She nods to you grudgingly.
No! He has twisted you against us. After we have drained his water, we will show you how to mother this island properly.
Are you responsible for this blight?
We do not speak to the fertilizer.
She halts her step to regard you with an unfronted snarl.
You are nothing but water to feed our young, soil to birth our seed.
She extends both her arms and shrieks a high-pitched call. Vines uncoil from the ground beneath your feet, intense with hungry anticipation. I didn't come here looking for a fight.
I do not doubt him, Mother.
He didn't kill me, and that's saying something.
The Delimgan crosses her arms and nods.
You are too trusting, child.
She narrows her eyes on the Delimgan before gesturing for you to speak with an open claw. What are you?
We are the life of this isle, and the guardian of its Adra.
She glances toward the outcropping of ruined minerals sprouting from the ground.
When death spread wide her arms to embrace the Deadfire, we twisted ourselves and stood tall against her. When the kith who angered the gods sought refuge, we nursed our young on their remains.
The cataclysm was thousands of years ago. Ikera, you have been alive all of this time?
She merely stares at him, dark sap running down her eyes and nose. Your lands are blighted, and your mind as well. Is it possible to heal you?
Ah, you are blind to the harmony of our grove, Outlander. We are perfection. You are the only infestation here.
A black beetle crawls from her leering jaws and into the tangled mass of her hair. You forget yourself. There's a wrongness on this island, and it deserves to be set right. She bares her teeth and takes a combative step closer. Her foot sinks into the mud. She pries it up with a wet sucking sound. She blinks down at the rotted earth.
We look out on our garden and see green, bounty, life. The oldest cycle made healthy after the blight of Ukaizo's fall. Is this not so?
She squints, taking in her surroundings without knowing where to settle her gaze. Perhaps once, not any longer. She snarls, putting her hand across her mouth and wiping a line of sap away.
This brackish water. I have rooted here for centuries, and I recognize nothing.
Her spindly arms falter aside with the sound of splintering wood.
The grove does not die. No, it lives in death.
So it looks like we have three options on how to potentially heal the island. I'm going to go with the staff because we know it works so far. The staff can heal you if you let me try. She closes her talons in a beckoning gesture, narrowing her eyes as you approach. This corrupted tree bows crookedly under its own weight. Every limb drips with thick, putrid sap. Its vines have entangled the tip of an Adra pillar and seem to be infesting it with the same rot that permeates the surrounding jungle. Investigate the corruption closer. You shift aside leaves and vines, hooking your fingers into an ooze-filled knothole. The sap running down the bark is both hot and uncommonly sticky. Down in its core, the tree is still green and alive. It won't be long before the whole organism becomes a ravening parasite, but it seems aware enough to slow that inevitable decline. Inspect the pillar of Adra. Its surface is pitted and slick with sap, but the pillar still connects to the wheel. The tree is adapted to feed its roots by draining raw essence. Giving the tree enough essence to sustain itself, put an end to the parasitic connection. Consider an alternative. You step back and weigh your options. Use a spine of thicket green to heal the tree's corruption. The bark and branches recoil as you advance, sinking the tip of the staff into an encrusted tumor of corrupted sap. You hear a sound like a rock splitting in half. Dark sap oozes from the cracks between the bark, sizzling when it touches the ground. A creaking of wood follows as vibrant color slowly eases up the roots of the healthy tree. I do really like how just this random item that I think we bought it plays a significant role in this entire quest. It's not like we found the staff here, and then it tied into the quest. We bought it back in Nekataka. Mampugra turns to you and blinks with surprise. Her vision sharper and more focused than before.
Looking better already, I say.
Takeu winks up at her. She studies his motions, swallowing uncertainly.
That thing I was, she is no more. But I carry enough of her to know the meaning of gratitude. Thank you.
She nods.
I collected a small hoard of trinkets from visitors. We have no need of these trophies.
She gestures to the hollow of her tree, squinting at the bark as she struggles to recognize her surroundings. What will you do now?
This grove rotted a blink of an eye ago, by Aora's reckoning. I will grow and replenish what we lost.
She sighs, surveying the jungle and taking in the enormity of her task.
Taming it will be a chore, but there is time.
She nods. Farewell.
More of my daughters may yet roam this jungle, with my poison coursing through their roots.
She looks out to the tree line with sorrow. So it's possible we could have spoken to her first. I guess it would have changed anything. I do feel bad having to have fought the one Dalamgin, but I didn't see her enter the fight.
I cannot stop them from bringing you harm, and I will not punish you for bringing them rest.
Her sight sends a rustle through the surrounding leaves. Make sure she has nothing else to say, and then we'll finish exploring this island next time. Oh, cool. So from the rotted lady to the green lady, I regard you with a serene expression. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time we'll finish exploring Matari Okozi and go from there. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.